Hi, it's Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky with my pans and plans for this week. I wanted to start with a tribute to a great labor leader who we unexpectedly lost this week. Richard Trumka has been the president of the AFL-CIO and has been just a real great leader when it comes to issues that affect working families, not just labor union families. I had the pleasure of working with him when I was appointed as one of the people to help negotiate the Mexico-Canada-U.S. trade agreement, and he made sure that the interest of working people were represented as always, so he will be greatly, greatly missed. I also want to tell you that the Senate is at work right now. The House of Representatives has gone on recess for the, we'll see. Generally, it's for the month of August, but we'll see if we are called back to do some important work. But they, in the Senate, are working on the bill that would create infrastructure improvements for the United States. There's a lot of good things that we think are going to be in that legislation. They're working right now on all kinds of amendments, but we certainly want to see our roads, bridges, highways, mass transportation, rail, and I'm hoping that that will include high-speed rail. It's about time the United States joined the rest of the world and have high-speed rail. But we'll see what that bill is like. I know that some of the leaders in the House, like Peter DeFazio, who is the chairman of the Infrastructure Committee in the House and helped draft the House bill on our physical infrastructure, would like to have seen more that deals with the climate crisis to be in the bill. But we're looking forward to many good things that will be in that infrastructure bill, and they should be able to vote on it in the next few days. We're watching. Following directly on the heels of an infrastructure bill is a bill that is going to include so many things that Democrats especially have been pushing for, and the President of the United States, our Build Back Better bill that we look forward to passing in the Senate and in the House with what we call reconciliation, requiring only 51 votes to pass in the Senate. And it's going to have so many things that will help people in the care economy. For example, we want to see long-term care, home and community-based care for older people. We want to see robust child care that will make sure that workers, that families, particularly women, are going to be able to go back to work without worrying about the well-being of their children. For seniors, we want to include an expansion of Medicare that would make eyeglasses and hearing aids and dental care part of the Medicare program, and perhaps even lowering the age of Medicare. And we are looking forward to making some headway on immigration reform, long overdue, beginning with the dreamers, the young people who came to this country and want the opportunity not only to be able to work and to be able to go to school, but to be able to have a pathway to citizenship. And also we want to protect the people who are here right now on protective status, people from around the world who have been given refuge in the United States of America. So we want at least the first steps for leading to comprehensive immigration reform in our country. And if it's not more robust in the infrastructure bill that the Senate is working on right now, we want to make sure that we really deal in a serious way with this climate crisis. that we'll be able to have more electric cars, that we'll be able to have clean energy, that we'll be able to reduce our carbon emissions in a significant way, because we are at 0 hour for the climate crisis right now. And we also want to try and get finally to make some headway on immigration reform. The bill is likely to get a start with the dreamers, those young people who came to the country with their undocumented parents, but want to have the privilege of being able to work in this country and contribute to our economy, as well as people who are here on temporary protective status. We are continuing the essential fight to make sure that we are protecting voting rights in this country. Around the country, we have seen states and localities that are passing laws that would target certain classes of people not to be able to vote, to set barriers to people voting. And we need to set national standards that make sure no matter what your zip code, no matter what your state, no matter what your color, that you're going to be able to exercise your right, your constitutional right to be able to vote in this country. And it is just so obscene, really, that there are so many efforts going on to subvert the right to vote, and then also to gerrymander, to rig the maps that set the districts, so that even states that are majority, let's say majority Democratic, end up sending a majority of Republicans to represent them in the United States Congress. These are the things that we must correct if we are to protect our democracy. So we have legislation. The House has passed legislation that would do just that. It looks like we may have to do something about the filibuster, like reform it or do a carve out for these things that deal directly with our democracy. And we are moving forward as vigorously as possible to get this done. The future of our democracy really is fragile, and we have to protect it. That's a priority, that's for sure. So just when we thought, well, maybe life can get more normal again, the Delta variant of this COVID virus has spread around the country like wildfire, actually including here in Illinois. Over the past week, we've seen over 16,000 new cases. We were far lower than that just a short while ago, but now this is the dominant virus all over the nation, and worse in some places where there are no efforts to get people to mask. There are no efforts to even require people to get vaccinated. And let me just say to you, this is a matter of such importance to not only yourself and your family, but for anyone that you come in contact with to get vaccinated. Please don't delay. And it's also absolutely essential that we make sure that more variants aren't able to flourish around the world. I've said it so many times that Big Pharma has to help us to allow countries on their own to be able to manufacture vaccines so that they can get out in an adequate number, not just for the United States, to give them leftovers that we have, even though, we want to make sure that we have enough for ourselves, that's for sure. And it's just been so frustrating that almost a year later, after beginning the conversation about getting vaccines manufactured in many corners of the world that are ready to do that, like India and South Africa, that we still haven't. And many people, I'm talking millions of people, still haven't gotten one vaccine. And, so we're at risk of these variants. As I've said before, this is a very wily virus that figures out how to promote itself by changing. And we can't afford to wait. So get vaccinated here if you are not. Tell all of your friends. We're going to see very soon that the vaccines that they will be officially certified, and hopefully that will prompt many people to have more confidence. And then we have to get them around the world. So be careful. Enjoy your summer. Have fun. I'm excited because we're actually going to be able to go to Yellowstone Park with 8-year-old grandchildren, twins, for a week. I'm so looking forward to it, and I hope you're going to be able to have some rest and relaxation this summer. Love you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where my handle is @Jan Schakowsky.